Hi everyone, thank you for coming. My name is Logan Pulsifer. I did my project on residential energy disclosure programs in King County. So I did my internship with the King County Executive's Office under Rachel Brombaugh, and my faculty advisor was Marilyn Ostergren. So to give you a little bit of background, a residential energy disclosure program is a way to have citizens disclose their energy usage of their homes around the time of selling their home. So they have two purposes. One is to inform home buyers of their home energy usage to promote energy conscious buying decisions, as well as reduce greenhouse gas emissions in promoting a greener economy that way. So uh, what I found to be the most effective form of residential energy disclosure was in the form of a mandatory program, so required participation from everybody within the county, then based on the home assets. So rather than putting the blame on people forgetting to turn out the lights, we shift it towards focusing on qualities of the home, like do you have roof insulation or do you have double pane windows? So then finally, it was also most effective in the form of a time of listing program. So at the time of listing, encourages home buyers to use this as a tool rather than have it be a nuisance that you have to complete as extra paperwork further down the line, because it's no longer being factored into your home buying decision. So one other thing I explored this summer was what the best practices were for communicating the benefits of implementing a system like this uh, to other policymakers. So I found that leading with political precedent was very important, indicating that it's mandated by the Strategic Climate Action Plan, and exploring within it, or sorry, exploring a residential energy disclosure program uh, with it. Then boiling down to the key components, which I just explained to you, and finally finishing with similar existing programs as I'm about to do. So a residential energy disclosure program is not a new idea. It's been implemented all over the United States, in Portland, Austin, New York, and a few other cities, Hillsborough, for example, too. So these cities, in Portland specifically, they have implemented a very effective system that I think we should implement in Seattle as well, or in King County as well. So these systems operate with the same three core key qualities that I explained, as mandatory, asset-based, and at time of listing. Then they also operate they operate on a standardized scale. In the HERS index, you can see that it's from 0 to 150. And then in the home energy score system, they operate on a 1 to 10 program. So these two scales belong to two different cities. Hillsborough has the home energy score program, and the HERS index belongs to Portland. So these two scales allow residents to operate on a standardized scale that they can then compare other homes to very readily. So this visual is very easy to understand, and it communicates home efficiency very quickly. So the implications of my research into all of this was that immediate implementation of a residential energy disclosure program both will support a greener local economy in the King County, and will also help us accomplish our local energy goals. So then finally, building off of that, implementing a system like this in the future will also allow us to set metrics for goals to have all of our residents improve their homes to as an average over the next few years in order to further advance our climate goals and encourage a greener economy. So with that, implementation in another major city being Seattle and King County as a whole, alongside New York, Austin, Hillsborough, and Portland, encourages other cities to follow suit nationally. So this would help us as a nation move forward into advancing our climate goals. I'd like to acknowledge Rachel Brombaugh, Marilyn Ostergren, and my family for helping me do all this research this summer. Thank you for listening.